So today I'm going to bypass the variable speed controller on this Hitachi router because this is the second Hitachi router that I've had for this machine. I actually have two of them now because the variable speed controllers on these suck and they burn out, or something loses contact and then they start acting erratically. And as of yesterday, I noticed that at one or full speed, the controller would just dip out and router would lose power, and then that was it. So I've got this old Harbor Freight speed controller that I'm going to use to control my speed on here for now. But I also noticed yesterday that there's a thing called the Super PID or Super PID that is available that will let me control the spindle speed in Mach. So I'm going to heavily consider upgrading to that. But for the time being, I'm going to bypass this speed controller so I can continue on with my testing without having to worry about the speed controller on this thing crapping out on me. I already tested this with the other router. You can see here on the bench, I've got a couple of them. There's the other test pig. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing with this one. I have it unplugged already, so if you go to do this, be careful. So all you do, loosen these 4 screws, and this whole top cover lifts right off. Then what you have to do is you have to disconnect the white lead, disconnect the yellow lead going to the black lead on here, and then disconnect this wire here, connect this wire to the white wire. You have your incoming power, which is this hot lead here, your incoming neutral. The hot lead goes to the switch. The switch goes down to the motor. The motor then comes back to the neutral, and everything will work. And then it gets rid of this thing. And this is actually a new revision. The other one is a 1007A. And they still have the same issue with it. So I'm going to disconnect that, put the cover back on, and we will be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I've got it all done. It only took a better part of a minute and a half to do it. I disconnected the speed controller. There's a quick connect between the neutrals. The hot lead was in a crimp connector, and the red was hardwired, so I just cut that close to where it came into the switch. There's a ring terminal on this side. So I cut it close. I wrapped everything in electrical tape because I am chicken shit when it comes to electrical. So let's fire it up. So now I've got it set to variable speed. I've got the speed turned down on here. I'll turn on my spindle. And you can see it fires right up. And then I can turn the knob. Turn it back off. And then turn off that fan. So as you can see, that'll work all fine and dandy. So for 15 bucks, 20 bucks, whatever, you get yourself a Harbor Freight variable speed controller. Get rid of the Hitachi variable speed controller that will burn out on you in no time flat. There's probably some kind of contacts or something in this thing that just need to need a little bit more pressure on them or something, but I don't care. I'm just going to get rid of it. I've had, again, I've got 2 of these because first one, the speed controller shit the bed on me after the first handful of times I used it. Sent it out for warranty repair. It took them over 6 months to get it. I had jobs that I needed to get out, so I bought the second one, and it's just been it's just been these things have been a thorn in my side, and these actually kept me from buying Hitachi products for a while until they have they have a good corner on the market in cordless framing nailers, and their circular saws are pretty good. I just recently bought a Hitachi circular saw, and it's been great. It actually took a spill off a picnic table onto a concrete patio, and it's been fine. It didn't even have a scratch on it. So anyway, anybody looking for a way to bypass the speed controller on your Hitachi M12VC router, there's your quick down and dirty. Thanks for watching.